Hi everyone, it's your girl Cynthia Maddie, and today I just want to quickly, give my 2 cents on a report that I woke up to this morning by a very popular blog called Is the Blog Niger, in which I saw that the Nigerian police had been listed as the very worst in the world. Internal Security and Police Index, WISPI. And this analysis was reached based on 4 key areas that were studied, which were capacity, process, legitimacy, and outcome. Now, that's not even the issue. The issue here is the Inspector General of Police coming out to say that the report was false and that Nigerians should disregard it. When I saw that, I just shook my head. You see, in this country called Nigeria, we are jokers. First off, this is a world report by a world accredited body that had carried out its research based on the study of 127 countries in the world, of which there were other African countries involved. Amongst the best police forces in Africa were Ghana. Ghana here, Ghana for backyard here. Botswana, Mali, Rwanda, South Africa. I mean, Nigerians. We've been on the carry last before. I don't understand it though. But then when this report releases something like this and calls Nigeria the worst in the world, I would expect that to be a wake-up call for the IG to, put his house in order instead of running to the press to want to be seen to be busy. The truth of the matter is that Nigerian police force is actually the worst in the world, and we as Nigerians know it. It's not about putting our own down, it's about telling ourselves the truth. It's time for us to begin to tell ourselves the truth. Nigerian police force is supposed to protect lives and property. No be so? Is that what they do? Okay, to back up my claim with just a few examples, I'm going to list certain cases or events that have indeed happened that qualifies Nigeria police force to be the worst in the world. When you approach the Nigerian police for help, let's just say your car got snatched by robbers. What kind of response will you get in most cases? I'm not saying in all cases, but in most cases, what do you hear? There is no fuel in our patrol vehicle. If you can fuel the car so that we can go and look for your car. So now this is someone in distress who has come to the Nigerian police force hoping to get some kind of closure or some kind of solution to his problem. What does he get? Saddened with even more bills, despite the fact that he had just incurred a loss. The Nigerian police force is supposed to protect the citizens of Nigeria as well as their properties. But you find out that in most cases, if you were to ask the average policeman who he would rather protect, he will tell you that he would rather protect the foreigner who is in Nigeria as an expatriate. That is why you find most of them clamoring to go to be posted to places where you have all these international oil organizations. They want to be posted there. They don't want to be at the police station. Everyone is looking for some juicy place to go and serve. No be so? Please correct me if I'm right. And yes, pun intended. The Nigerian police force is the very same force that you will walk into to report a case, let's say an innocent victim of rape. Rather, you will find a funny officer who will ask her, but madam, talk through, enjoy them. I'm telling you, this is a true life story. These are the kinds of things that the average Nigerian on the street is confronted by. I'm not saying that every single Nigerian police officer is bad. No, no, no. But you find out that the more reasonable police officer happens to have attained certain level in the police force. Certain level where he's been exposed to trainings abroad, and I'm talking about senior police officers. So when you actually find a police officer whose conduct you'll be you will be impressed by. You find out that he's most likely to be a senior officer. Look at the junior officers, how they dress. At some point, you couldn't even tell a police apart from a robber. Well, the idea of introducing the blue and black uniform came into play, hoping that they will look more respectable, which worked for a few, years. And then it's back to, you find the average police officer looking very unkempt, such that the police force is not even an attractive place for, youngsters to want to go and serve compared to what goes on around the world. You find out that the average police officer has lost the respect of the average citizen, such that when you find yourself on the other side of the law, you are quick to offer him bribe because you know that whatever you're trying to part with cash-wise is going to seem appealing to the police officer. And so you offer bribe to the police officer just to get yourself or let yourself out the hook. This is something you would not dare dream about in other developed or even developing countries. The Nigerian police force is the one who you will see human beings escorting money to the bank. This does not happen in other countries that I know about. I don't know about you. And then when you see them on the streets, they're acting like barbarians. And that's the honest truth. They scare the average citizen who's carrying about his day. At this point, it is also safe to quickly throw in the fact that on more than a few occasions, some Nigerian police officers have been caught on tape openly demanding bribe in order to let citizens off the hook. Some of them have been taped while doing this funny act, unknown to them that they were being recorded. It's very tough for you to, for instance, bribe a South African police. I've been to South Africa twice. Even Ghana. I remember when I visited Ghana several years ago. I was delayed at the port of entry because I did not have proof of the hotel where I was going to lodge. Whereas when you get here, the first thing that comes to the mind of the police officer is how to extort you. And I'm talking Ghana for backyard here. The Nigerian police officer is the one who will disturb the peace of the environment or atmosphere, disturb the peace of fellow Nigerians who are going about their daily businesses by putting on his siren to disturb and also intimidate people on the highway or on the roads just to get out of traffic, even when they are, one, not escorting monies to the bank, two, not carrying any important or senior police officers. You see them driving in very, very dangerous and obnoxious way. I have seen police officers take one-way roads and streets that are clearly marked one way just because they are the Nigerian police, and you dare not challenge them. The Nigerian police force is not reliable. The Nigerian police force is not trustworthy. So, Mr. IG of police, before you come out and start exhibiting your, for the lack of a better word to use, ignorance on where Nigerian police force actually stands in the world map, or in the assessment, or in the analysis of, or in comparison to other police forces in the world, put your house in order. Train your people, especially the junior ones, because it appears that training in the Nigerian police force is readily accessible to the senior ones who are even already exposed, because most of your junior officers actually act like barbarians. It is the raw, undiluted truth. So put your house in order instead of addressing Nigerians and asking them to disregard the new assessment of Nigerian police force. Please feel free to follow me on any of my social media handles displayed on the screen until I come your way again with another thought-provoking, topic. This is Cynthia Madi, and I'm signing out.